Welcome to the jungle, friends. Here we are. Okay. How's it going? How's it going? Let me find my Canva slides. This is the second annual Exactly What to Post Masterclass. We did this last year as well. That's fun, right? Okay, present full screen. I'm going to share my screen. We're jumping right into this-ish today. I got my dog sweater on, so you know it's going to be a good day. We got the puppies. Where's the poodle? There's the poodle right here, hanging out in my little armpit. What else we got? I don't know what kind of dog this is, but it's pretty. We got a pug, all kinds of good dogs, all the good puppies. Do I have? Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. All kinds of good puppies. Where are my dog lovers? I also love cats. I have 2 Bengals. All right, we got a lot of people joining right now. I'm going to get started immediately though, because I don't want to waste anybody's time. You have 4 puppies? Oh my God. I love animals. I don't like to take care of them all though. So that's the problem. That's the real problem. How do I share my screen? Share screen. Screen 1. Do I want to share it here? Oh, I don't know if I do. Hold on 1 second. Okay, screen 1, share. Okay. Oh no. Wait a second. Nope, this isn't what I'm going to share with you guys. Hold on. Stop share. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute. Sorry. Share screen. Okay. Share screen 2. Okay. Can you guys see this? You guys see my screen? All right. We got this? All right.
Looks good.
Looks good. Thank you, guys. All right. We're ready to rock and roll. Sorry about the delay here. I got to get used to it. I have 2 screens now. Is everyone on this business call a business owner? Heck yeah, we are. I believe so. If you're not, that would be weird. I don't know why you'd be here. Maybe just to hang out with me. I'm a cool chick. So maybe they'd want to just hang out with me, but I don't know. I'd mostly talk about marketing, business strategy, mostly all those types of things. So I have to imagine that they're hanging out because they're business owners and they want to grow their business. Who here wants to grow their business? That's what we're going to talk about right now. So number 1, my first question for you is, did you reach your goals in 2022? I want to hear some real honesty. Let me see it. Let me hear it. Let me pull up the chat. Not quite. No, let's be honest about it. I want some real honesty. Some real honesty. And it's okay if you didn't. Not even close. Not even close. It's okay. It's fine. Right? Somewhat. Maybe you had some little goals. It was only 2,500 short. That's not bad. Okay. And then I want to know why or why not, right? And I have some reasons. Maybe you didn't. Did life get in the way? Did you second guess yourself? Maybe you didn't have a plan, right? Did your plan get derailed? Maybe. You didn't try hard enough. Like, let's be honest. Maybe you just didn't try hard enough, right? Maybe you were the problem. Was your mindset the problem? Were you not visible? Did you not get the right clients, right? Maybe you weren't charging enough. Yeah. There's probably a plethora of other things, right? So good. Yeah. Be honest with me. I need you to be honest. This is the most important part, is honesty. The irony of this is that most of you are in the financial sector, right? Most of you are accountants. Many of you are accountants, bookkeepers, financial pros, right? And what do you ask your clients to do when you bring them on? You say, listen, in order for us to make a goal for your future, what do we have to do? We have to evaluate the past, right? We have to know your bookkeeping is good. We have to understand the financials of the past in order to make a plan for the future. And I'm going to ask you to do that right now. I'm going to ask you to evaluate your past. I want you to evaluate your last year. How did it go? What didn't you do? Were you not consistent? Were you not visible? Did you not talk to enough people? Right? Because if you don't evaluate yourself, if you don't evaluate your financials from last year, how can you evaluate and make decisions for your future? You wouldn't be able to do that for your clients. So how could you do that for yourself, for your marketing strategy, for your goals for your future? Let's not be hypocrites, friends, right? Let's not be hypocrites. Let's not ask our clients to do something that we're not willing to do ourselves. So in order to make decisions about the future, we want to evaluate the past. And that's what we're going to do today. And that's what I'm going to do with you. And I'm going to tell you exactly why we made $1 million last year. And I'm going to allow you to see behind the curtains, and I'm going to allow you to literally steal my $1 million strategy. What helped us make $1 million last year. And I want you to take it. I want you to take everything that we have so you can also apply these same strategies to your business. And I know they'll work for your business because I see it happen every single day. I see business owners making the same decisions that I make every single day to show up, to be visible, to charge the appropriate rates, to find clients that are going to pay and stay and fall in love with them. Right? But this takes something. It takes one of my favorite core value traits, radical responsibility. Have you decided to take radical responsibility? I want you to be honest about this. Are you still blaming someone else? Are you still blaming maybe a bad program that you joined? Are you still blaming the situation that you're in? Right? Maybe you had a bad coach. Maybe you had maybe you're in a bad area. Maybe you don't have internet. What scenario might you be in that you haven't taken full responsibility for? I have good news and bad news. Everything is your fault. Everything is your fault. And if you adopt this belief system and you decide to take radical responsibility and believe that every single thing is your fault this year, that means that you will have total and complete control over your future. that means you are going to own 2023. That means you can fix it, right? And who wants to own 2023? Who's ready to take radical responsibility? Amazing. So I want to not only just show you guys what to post in 2023, but I want to tell you guys how that you can turn your business into a client getting machine in 2023. Does that sound good? So as we mentioned before, first, we obviously have to talk about what we didn't do, right? We have to evaluate. We have to take radical responsibility. And then we need to come up with a plan because a goal is not good enough. So first, before we move forward, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to tell me what your goal is for 2023. What's your financial goal? And I don't mean to quit your job. I don't mean financial freedom. Those things are great. I want to know a number. I want to know a solid number so we can talk about this. Allie and I have a goal. We want to do 5 million this year. Deepa wants to do 950K, 240, 5K a month, 110K. Awesome. Now, what if I asked you to double that goal? What if I asked you to double it? What would that look like? What objection comes up? What's your fear? Why do you think that you can't? Time. Impossible. Don't have the capacity. Too much work. Staff. Not sure how. How? So the reason that I asked you to do this is because the objection that comes up for you immediately is an objection you already have around money. It doesn't matter what number you put on it, whether it's 1 million or 500,000 or 250,000, it's already a problem. It's already a fear. It lives inside of you no matter what. It's a subconscious belief system that you are already feeling. The first thing that came up for you is already your number one objection. It's already something that's freaking you out and stressing you out. If you don't have the ability to overcome your own objections around your first goal, around your second goal, then how are you going to overcome the objections of the people that come to you when you ask them to pay your premium fees? Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Allie. So the reason I ask people to do this is because we already have fears and objections. We have fears and objections about money, regardless of the dollar amount. And so as you're planning for 2023, I want you to be aware of that, right? I want you to walk yourself through those fears. I want you to walk yourself through those objections. I want you to understand yourself at a deeper level. So whatever it was that came up for you, I want you to write it down. And I want you to come up with a plan on how you're going to handle that. Because the reality is that money is just energy. You can make more of it at any time. If you want to make double the amount of money, all you have to do is ask for more of it. You ask for double. It's not nearly as hard. I did not work twice as hard this past year as I did the year before, yet we doubled our revenue. Did I have a larger staff? Not really. No. Our core team was pretty much the same. It was me, Allie, Alexis, Brianna. Same core team. We've had assistants around us. Right? So Brenda, I did go through my entire P&L last week. If you want to watch the replay of that, I talk about what I brought home of that $1 million cash. I talked about how I paid myself more. I talked about what I paid in payroll. So I did talk about all of that. So let's move on. Let's move forward. Plan for 2023. In this call, we're going to talk about what is working, what we should leave behind in 2022. That's supposed to say 2022. And how you guys can start simplifying your strategy so you can reach your goals. Number one, I want you guys to know a little bit about our story. Obviously, we need to add some credibility, authority. First thing you should know about us, I started my accounting business, gosh, I can't even fully remember, but I had 2 kiddos. There's an image of us right here. You guys can see this picture of me and my boys, and they were about 6 months old and 18 months old, not in this picture here. This was towards the end of my accounting days. And what had happened is we had reached about $25,000 to $27,000 recurring revenue every month. And I was being asked more and more often to start mentoring other accountants and financial pros. I was falling in love with that way more than I was accounting. In fact, I didn't really like accounting. It happened to be something I was really good at. I'm a numbers person. Was always really good at math. I was a math tutor in college. So numbers just came easy to me. And so it was a natural path, but it wasn't my first love. I was definitely more of a creative, more of an arts person. And so I fell in love with marketing, which is likely why I had built a business so quickly in the accounting space when I found myself online. Over time, what we've done, we have built this business, our coaching business now, into multi-7 figures. My boys are about to be 6 and 7 now. We have an event bi-monthly. You can see this is our last one here in Buffalo. This is a few of our team members at our last event in Buffalo. Me receiving, got a $1 million group award. And these are my boys this past December. Okay, so what is or biannually, sorry, not bi-monthly. Did I say that? No, it's biannual. So October and April are our events. What is working now? We have a strategy that I'm going to explain to you guys right now that I want you to adopt immediately. We call this mafia marketing. Mafia, everybody knows what the mafia is, right? Everybody's heard of the mafia. You guys know what the mafia is? This concept is something that I've been describing and finally put a name on it recently. Everyone knows what the mafia is, right? But nobody knows who's in the mafia. No one knows who's actually in the mafia. It's really this undercover, it's discreet, it's like this covert operation, but they all get the job done, right? They're like assassins. They're motivated, they're loyal. And it seems like the mafia is massive, yet you never know who is in it, where they are. Everyone knows somebody who's associated with the mob, yet you've never met any of them, right? This is exactly what your marketing should be like. It should be everywhere, yet no one knows that it's happening to them, right? It's like you're an assassin, right? You're marketing to people, they're falling in love, they're suddenly loyal to your brand, they're suddenly buying, they're suddenly taking action, yet they had no idea that it was happening. Does this make sense? So I'm going to break this down for you guys. The mafia is motivated and loyal clients that are aligned and assign you as the role, as the category queen or king, because you future cast a vision or mission for both your company and your clients that inspires them to take massive action. You guys see how this makes sense? When you get people to take action that they never even thought that they would take, they don't understand it, right? When they're buying and they're like, I didn't even think I needed this. This is what we want to happen. We want people to feel loyal towards a mission and vision. Now, how do they do that? You first must have a mission and vision for your company and your clients. You need to future cast that for them. What is their life going to look like if they become loyal to you? How do you become the category queen or king? Now, that's the holistic overall feeling that we want to create. So what does this actually look like from a logistic standpoint? What are the actual steps? Well, it starts with content, right? We need to put out content consistently. This is something we've been doing forever, it feels like. One thing I want to let you guys know, I never had social media until I did. I hated social media. In fact, I made my husband delete his social media because I hated it. I was like, get off social media. I refused to date someone with social media. I refused. I was like, absolutely not. I'm not dating someone with social media. So I made him delete it. And then I decided that social media was okay because I started a business. And so now I'm the social media queen. Here we are, right? Here we are. So we're putting out content consistently on a daily basis. That content needs to have a call to action. Do you guys know what a call to action is? We're going to get into what your content's going to look like as well. Most people skip over this part. The call to action, friends, is when you ask somebody to take an action. When you put out content without asking people to do anything, they don't know what to do or they have nothing to do. And then you sit there wondering why they're not doing anything. Anyone guilty of this? Like, well, I put out that valuable post, but nobody bought my thing. Did you tell them to buy anything? Did you tell them to book a call? Did you tell them what to do to book the call? Right? Tell them what to do. Be descript, right? Give them an actual thing to say. We use a call to action word. We actually say, comment with this specific word if you want it. Go look at my content. I'm telling you, steal it. Go in my Facebook group right now. And if you look, all of our content has a call to action with a call to action word. It has an actual word that we tell you to comment if you want it. You guys can go look. Don't go right now, but look later. This is so important because if we leave it up to your imagination to tell you what to do, you will do nothing. People don't take action unless you give them specific steps. People don't want to be creative and they don't want to guess how to work with you. They want to know exactly what to do and go take it a step further. Tell them what's going to happen then, right? Sometimes we do this too. Hey, if you want this training, comment training. What's going to happen then is my team is going to reach out to you and they're going to send you the training. And people are like, oh, okay. Right? Because what happens is fear. Like, what's going to happen if I comment training? Is somebody going to try to sell me something? Oh, no, I don't want to comment training. Right? What if somebody tries to call me? Fear stops people from doing something. So tell them exactly what's going to happen. So they don't have to guess. So they don't have to be creative. So they don't have to use their imaginations and make up some big scary thing that might potentially happen. Somebody might jump out of their computer and try to attack them in their homes, right? Take it a step further. It seems like it's so obvious, but it's like we got to hold their hand through the process. Yes. People need their hands held. You guys need your hands held. I didn't make $1 million because I didn't tell you exactly how to pay me. Friends, most of you are here because I told you exactly how to get here. I walked you through the exact steps. Do this, then do this, and then do this, and then you're going to meet me on this Zoom call. You're here because I gave you the exact steps, right? Book a call with Alexis right now. Alexis is friendly. I'm not, she is. No, I'm just kidding. I'm friendly too. She's sweeter on the phone. I'm more cutthroat. I'd be like, what are you doing? Where you're making no money? You better sign up for my shit. Let's go. Let's go right now. All right, I lost track. Take a step further. What was I going to say? Oh, shoot. I lost track of my train of thought there. All right, we'll go back to it if I think of it. Okay. Telling us exactly what to do. I'm literally doing that right now. So tell them exactly what to do. Oh, take it a step further. Tell them what can happen if they don't do it. Tell them what can happen if they don't do it. Give them the option, right? Or don't. Stay exactly where you are, right? Or don't, right? At the end of this call, I'm going to tell you a way you can work with me. You're going to have the option to take me up on the offer or don't. Stay where you are, right? Give them the options because everyone has options. Give them the alternative. Don't comment. It's 2023. Feel free. Walk away. Yeah. This creates comments. This creates virality. If you want your content to be seen, we need to create comments. We need to create virality. This is also why we never put links in our content. If you want people to get links from you, they need to ask for them. Comment below for the link. What will happen next is I will get it to you via messenger, right? Oh, what does that lead us to? The conversation. This is where we qualify people, right? This is where we qualify. We want to make sure that they're qualified. We want to have a conversation with them. Hey, here's that thing you asked for. Tell me what's going on in your life. Tell me what's going on in your business. You needed this training because you had this problem. You raised your hand, right? We should get on a call and talk more about this. Would you want to do that? The call is totally free. You could treat this like a triage call, a discovery call. Then you could decide to take it a step further and say, listen, it was awesome to talk with you more about this, David. Now, I think it'd be really great if you talked with Alexis, because Alexis could probably definitely help you solve this and talk to you more about what this looks like. Would you like to learn more about what this looks like to work with us so we can help you make 100K next year? So we can help you make 250K next year. So we can help you reach those goals. So we can help you increase your profit margins like you want to. You told me that you're not caught up with your books since this time. I don't want to see you get further behind. Would you like to talk about how we can help you with that? Right? You're literally repeating the problem back to them. Okay, awesome. Let's book that call right now, right? Then these people become your clients. Does this make sense? Next thing you know, they're part of your mafia. They're in the mob. And you're like, how did this happen? Or they're like, how did this happen? I didn't even know I needed this. Yet here I am. Anyone feel like that? Anyone feel like they're like, how did this happen? How suddenly am I hanging out with Alyssa J. Dillon? How did this happen? How did I fall in love with this girl and her whole team? What is going on here? Yes. I would like to bet a lot of you. Like, what? How did this happen? How am I here? All right. So, whether you guys like it or not, 72.3% of the population is on social media. So if you are not, you are missing out on reaching a large part of your audience, right? And those of you who are like, but my people aren't on social media, that's weird. That's it. That's weird. Where are they? That's weird. I don't know where they are then, right? If you are telling me your niche is not on social media, what I would tell you to do is pick a new niche. Because if you want a really easy way to make money, it is posting and being consistent on social media. You know what? I drive to this office every day because I like to come to my office, but I used to work from home and it was really nice, right? But I wanted to come work at an office, so I drive here. But the reality is I didn't want to have to go to meetings. I didn't want to have to go to networking events. So I picked a niche that was reachable online. 72.3% of the population is on social media. I've made $1 million in the last year. We've made well over 2 point something, I think it's like 2.4, $2.5 million total just in this coaching business, just in the last 4 years. 4 years. That's not including my accounting business, right? You can make millions of dollars online with the population that's online. If your niche as it stands right now is not online and you don't want to be online, that's fine. You're on the wrong masterclass though. That's all. Because this is what I do, right? That's okay. I'm just not probably for you because this is what I do. But the reality is I would say this is an easy way to find people online. Being consistent on social media. And you could have somebody do this for you. Like, you don't have to be the one that does this. I don't post all of my social media online. Do I show up like this for you guys? Yes, this is fun for me. I like to impact your lives. I like to show up and teach you guys something, right? But I don't make every single post. The content that you saw yesterday and the day before that and the day before that and the content you'll see later today and tomorrow and the next day, I'm not sitting there posting that. I have a team member who does that, right? And I don't pay her astronomical amounts of money. I'm not going to tell you what her wage is, but it's a good living wage for an assistant. Adam will talk about that. So what platforms are available? Oh, I forgot to change this too. And best for 2023. Pretend that says 2023. So there's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, LinkedIn. Listen, I could tell you all of the things that I think are going to be best, and there can be all kinds of things. The thing that is going to work best for you this year is the thing you're going to use. That's what's going to be best. And don't let anyone tell you different. The social media platform that has worked best for me is Facebook. Why? It's easy for me to show up there. I want you to pick up your phone right now and I want you to say, okay, what is the social media platform I spend the most time on already? What's the first? What's the second? That's where you should be showing up online. Nowhere else. Don't get yourself to go on a social media platform that you don't use. Because trust me, I've tried it. I've tried. You know how many times I've tried to do LinkedIn? Like 30,000. And guess how many clients I've gotten off LinkedIn? None, ever. Is despite everyone telling me LinkedIn's so great, you're going to get high ticket clients on LinkedIn. I don't like LinkedIn. So my energy and my all of me can't show up there. I never log in there. And so nothing works. Right? The place you're going to get clients from is the place that you are willing to show up for. Does that make sense? Facebook, Instagram, those are the places that we get clients currently. Why? I don't think it's a coincidence. They're the two places I hang out the most. I like hanging out on them, right? So then let's simplify this content framework. Everyone thinks they need to have all kinds of different content every single week, every single day. Like, oh, I better post something different. No. At most, focus on posting once per day. If you can't post once per day, it's fine. Don't beat yourself up about it. We don't post every day. Sometimes we'll go a day without a post. It's not a big deal. One theme per week. That's it. One theme. All of our content is around one theme. Pick a theme. All of your content should be around that. Next week, you can talk about accounts payable. Would you really talk about accounts payable? No. What would you talk about? What does accounts payable mean in results for your ideal client? How much money do they owe people? Right? Do they feel stressed about it? How many outstanding invoices do they have? right? Do they check it? Do they know? Right? What do their liabilities look like? Right? And so one theme per week, that's only 56, right? There's 56 weeks in a year. Is that right? 52? Thanks. I was like, 56? That doesn't sound right. It didn't sound right. I was like, huh? 52? So that's 52. 52 themes. By the way, you can recycle. Cool, right? You can recycle this. So guess what? Say you break that down into quarters and you keep recycling the quarter. Oh my gosh. You don't even need that much. And then you're only going to speak to one person. One. Pick your favorite client. Who's your favorite client? Who pays you the most? I only want you to talk to that person. That's only 13 themes. Damn. And then you're going to do one promo cycle a week. You're going to promote your offer, or Jesus, I cannot even say anything right today, apparently. One promo cycle a month. So you're going to promote your offer once a month. Also, at the end of this call, I'm going to break all this down for you and how I'm going to just do it for you, by the way, just let you know. So that'll be fun when I just do it for you. So that's less than 13 themes. Oh my gosh. One person, you pick your favorite client. So what else has worked that we're going to lean into? Video marketing, right? Video marketing, video marketing, video marketing. We love video. Get used to loving video. People love video. Short videos are working. That's Reels, TikToks. If you have more than one avatar, I would find out who your one avatar is. Pick one avatar. Actually, I'm going to break that down. Let's go. Hold on. Let's back up. I'm going to talk about that real quick. One ideal client. You have one avatar. You do not have more than one. Your one avatar is the person who pays you the most amount of money all day long. It is no one else. What is our ultimate goal? It's a high ticket offer client. Nowhere in there am I wrong on that, right? You want a $250 client, or you want a $2,500 client per month, right? $25,000 client. It's a high ticket client all day long. That's your avatar. Now, maybe you have scenarios where you have tiers, right? That's called ascension, where you're ascending clients up through your ladder, right? I have ascension. If you come into my pipeline, you may buy my 7 Magic Post System. You might buy my Moneymaker Bootcamp. You might buy our Bootcamp Plus subscription. You might buy our Moneymaker Mastermind, right? That's an ascension model. You may have that. My ideal client is the person who is going to be in my Moneymaker Mastermind ultimately. That is the person I speak to in all of my content. Why? Because if I don't talk to that person only, then I'll never find anyone to buy this. If I always talk to this person down here, then I'm only ever going to get people to here. Does that make sense? You speak to the person here. The only reason you have an ascension model is to grow people into this person. The best way I know how to describe this. Scary to make a post for only one avatar? I always talk to one person. Making money is not scary, Amber. It is a lot of fun. And it has gotten me a lot of things. the best way to describe this is, think of it like siblings. What does every sibling want to be like? Their big brother or big sister. Every single one. They all want to be like their bigger brother or bigger sister, right? They all aspire to be like that person, right? As you are growing up in business, who do you invest in? You invest in what your mentors potentially are investing. You're investing in, if I'm investing in something, say I'm going to go to FHL. You guys going to come to FHL with me? Right? You're like, oh, Alyssa J. Dillon's going to FHL. I want to go to FHL, right? You're going to want to come with me. You're going to want to be in the same rooms as I'm in, right? Because you want to be like me. I'm the big sister. You focus on the highest ticket person. That's your avatar. You have not limited, but you've opened yourself up to all the potential. This is what makes you money. When you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. Because when you speak to everyone, no one opens the letter. It's not addressed to anybody. Right? It's like you put a message in a bottle and no one knows who to pick it up. It's just sitting there forever and ever. But if it has a label on it and it says specifically exactly who it's to, every single person who fits that description is going to pick it up. And there's a lot more of those people than no one. The only time I ever have anyone say they're worried about narrowing down their marketing message, the only time I hear that is when people haven't done it and they are not making over $500,000 a year. Typically, when we're making over $500,000 a year, it's because we've already narrowed down our marketing message. Narrow down your marketing message, you will start making more money. I promise you. All of my clients, every single one of them, every single one, and I can list off multiple. Inez McNeil has made over 7 figures in her lifetime. She only talks to dog trainers. Shanita Jones only talks to childcare industry. Did $1 million. Did over $1 million last year. I can talk about Jamie Gruhl. Jamie Gruhl did $500,000 her first year, only talking to tax pros. I'm forgetting people. I know I am. Oh, Jenny Buck. I think she did nearly $1 million, if not $1 million last year, only talking to bookkeepers. That's it. Every single client I have. Oh, I have another client who focused on photographers. She's in accounting, only focused on photographers, did over $500,000 last year. Every single one that is super focused on a niche is making a lot of money. Every single one. Okay. I got to keep going because we're running out of time here. So what else worked that we're leaning into? Video marketing. Speaking to emotional states, ditching direct response strategy. Direct response strategy is really like direct marketing strategy. So direct response marketing is very much like it's sales pitch strategy, right? Where it's like, this is what you're going to get. This is why you need to buy right now. Everything that we're doing right now is very emotional states. It's very much about storytelling. It's about speaking to our story. It's about speaking to your story. It's focusing on building the relationship. So leaving behind how-to content and actually telling the story about how the person got there, right? This is really what I mean about when I talk about this. So telling a story, we're going to ditch a lot of that because we find that direct response marketing is, in fact, we pivoted this week because a lot of our copy this week ended up being very direct response, and we weren't getting the response we wanted for our launch. We saw that happen this week. We're like, it's very direct response. We should probably pivot. Results-based content, health, wealth, relationships. What are you doing to get yourself results? Are you focused on getting your clients results? Are you highlighting the results that you're getting? So focusing on that. So making sure that you're highlighting results in your content consistently. This is going to help you. This is social proof. You need to prove that other people trust you and that they can trust you too. How do I make sure that my message is understood? People are selfish. Have more conversations, right? The more conversations that you have, and if you're a really good listener, people are going to tell you the way they talk, what they need, and all you do is take that information and put it out in content. Do your research, be more present. And I mean, like, be present when people are talking to you, and evaluate your own energy, right? So the depth in which you are willing to go with yourself is the depth in which you're willing to put into your clients, right? Are you willing to be deep with yourself? Do you truly understand who you are? Do you truly understand your ideal client? I find that most people are, this is interesting, getting deep with their avatar, right? I find that most people are not willing to get very deep with themselves. They're not really willing to understand themselves at a deeper level. And therefore, they find it difficult to actually truly understand their avatar at a micro and macro level. And so they have a hard time talking to them, right? You have to understand your people. You have to understand yourself. Who are you really? What do you really want at a macro and a micro level? Macro meaning the big picture, right? So macro meaning more money, tax breaks, cash flow, financial clarity, increased profit. Micro meaning bigger contracts. They're questioning if their pricing is right. Should they cut more costs? They're afraid that they're spending too much. They're afraid to look at their bank account in the morning, right? Those are micro level things that are making them nervous. Relationship-based marketing strategies. We're going to lean into this year. What does this mean? You'll notice that a lot of what we do is focus on relationships. A lot of our strategies are focused on relationships. We are not just here to turn them and burn them. We don't put out courses. Everything we do is live. Everything that we have is focused on having a way to contact us directly, having a way to contact us, make a connection with us, whether it's messaging one of our team members, whether it's having a way to email us, whether it's being in a group with us. This is one of our core values is, does everyone have a point of contact? Does everyone have a client success advisor assigned to them? Everyone that's in our space must have a way to contact us. Relationship-based marketing strategies are they time consuming? Absolutely. Are they very important to me? more so than anything else. I believe that the future with going into AI, you're going to see more AI. You're going to see people looking for ways to save time. We're not looking for that right now. We're looking for ways to make deeper and more connected relationships. So when everyone else goes one way, I'm going to go the opposite. I suggest you do the same. Number 5, trusting I am enough and I know enough as I am right now. Again, I suggest you do the same. This is what held most of you back in 2022. You did not trust yourself. You didn't trust that you knew enough. You didn't trust that you had enough. You didn't trust yourself. And this is why you didn't reach your goals. I was able to reach my goals. My big goal last year was to hit 1 million. We did reach our goal, and my goal this year, hitting 5 million. I just need to trust myself. I need to trust that I'm enough to do it. I have to trust that I'm the leader to do it. I have to trust that I have the knowledge to do it and the skills to do it. And if I continue to do that, I know that we can reach those goals. As soon as I start losing that trust, that's when I'm going to be derailed. So what are we ditching? Not planning. We off and on didn't have plans for 2022. There was a lot of times where sometimes we had a plan, sometimes we didn't. And that's not part of our strategy this year. This year, we are going to have a strategy. We're going to have a plan all through the year. We have plans pretty much the rest of this first quarter. So hopefully that is going to help us this year. Posting just to post. That came with not planning, right? Where it was like, oh, we don't have content, so just put something out. So I don't think this serves us. It doesn't serve you. Posting just to post is really just, it's a time waste. Yes, this meeting is recorded. It's not productive for anybody. You guys are going to get a kick out of this one. Being inconsistent with our own strategy. So I teach you guys a really great strategy, but sometimes I'm not very consistent with it on my own. So I found this hilarious when I followed our own strategy that we got better results. So we're going to follow our own strategy more consistently. Not having fun and enjoying the progress and process. I learned this in 21 and 22. I found that the more we enjoy the progress and the process, the more money we make. When you are constantly stressed, when you're constantly like just focusing on the outcome versus actually enjoying what you're doing, you like, what's the point, right? What's the point? Get a job, like go back to corporate. If you want to hate your life, go back to corporate. The whole reason we became business owners was to escape being miserable. So I refused to go into 2023. If I find, like, I'm going to try to focus deeply this year on if I find myself in a position where I'm not enjoying the progress and the process that we're making, I am going to put an end to it. I'm going to halt that, whatever it is, because I found myself whenever we were in a place of like, oh, we're not making, like we had a month where we only did like $66,000 or something. And it's like, who cares? Like, whatever. Like, why do I even care? Like, at the end of the day, our bills were paid. My team was paid. I got paid. Like, who cares if you only did 66,000? What is the big deal? Like, that used to be my salary in an entire year. Like, stop stressing about this shit. Like, get over it. Get over yourself. And so my big thing this year is I am not my business. I am a person, and I need to enjoy this entire process of just being a business owner and being a leader. And so I recommend the same. Right? Like a $66,000 a month, like that's something I would have dreamed of. Like a year ago, 2 years ago, I would have been like, you spoiled bitch. Like, what is wrong with you? But this year, if we had a $66,000 a month and I'm like crying in the corner, like I'm a failure. What's wrong with me? Because it was our worst month, right? And it was like, And it was in the middle of summer. Like summer is never a good time. It's our worst time in business. It always is. And it's like, but to me, it was like, I'm a failure because we had a bad month. Like, who cares? Get over yourself. So it is what it is. But that's a big focus for me. Okay, so what is working for us and our most successful clients? Yeah, you'll take being that kind of failure. I know. Here we are. So as we've talked about a few of these people, we had Kendra who built a 6-figure firm in 6 months. Shanita did 30K in 3 days, and Jamie Gruel who did 500K in her first year in business. And we have so many other client results. And if you're wondering where these results came from and what attributed to these, I'm going to tell you what your next steps are to build a highly converting social media presence. I gave you guys a ton of value today, but I would be remiss if I didn't let you in on a secret that the 30-day Moneymaker Bootcamp for January is back. It's back in business. And so, oh, shoot. Hold on one second. Allie, where are my slides? Oh no. Why is this not updated? Shit. Kyle sent it to me. Okay, hold on. We're going to pause for a second. Kyle sent it to me in Messenger. Why wasn't it that one? Where? I do not see this anywhere. Where do you see it? Do you see this somewhere, Allie? Okay, that is so weird. All right, and I'm sharing my screen again. My bad. I opened the wrong one. Nope, that's okay. You guys see my screen? What screen do you see? Present. Present. Shoot. What one do you guys see? Okay. You guys see my screen, right? Yeah. 30-day Moneymaker Bootcamp. All right. Okay. So what's going to happen in 30-day Moneymaker Bootcamp? The greatest thing ever. I'm going to take you by your hand, and you're going to be joining a select group of entrepreneurs, women and men, just like you. And you're going to have myself, my team. I got to get rid of this thing up here. You're going to have access to myself, my team, and my incredible community of people who have already done it, who are already in there. If you're in boot camp, let us know. Let us know how you feel about boot camp. Let us know if you're not in boot camp. I'd love to know who's not in boot camp. If you've considered doing boot camp, why you haven't done boot camp, let us know in the chat. And we're going to answer any of the questions that you have. And to ensure that you actually walk away with a high ticket client in the next 30 days. And we're going to work with you until you do. That's literally the guarantee we have. Literally, we're guaranteeing in this program that you are going to get a high ticket client. Get a high ticket client worth 10 times the investment. And we'll keep working with you until you do. So does that work for you? It's worth one high ticket client What about how does that expand over a year, 2 years, 3 years? That first client snowballs. You go from 1 to 2, and now you have the confidence to go from 2 to 3, living the exact life you want. That's the difference. That's what that's worth. That's what's the cost of something like that, especially if it's guaranteed. And I'm going to take you by the hand and make that promise. And it's probably worth a lot. It's almost impossible to put a price tag on that. Maybe 10, 5, 4,000, 2,000, considering that it's the start of an entire journey. The only reason I'm putting this all here is because I don't want to see you get stuck in this chasm. I don't want to see people just like me. I don't want to see people want to see people just like me, never taking off and never moving forward, never actually putting all of this stuff into practice and into use. So the price for this program was normally $497. In fact, we sold it for $497 for quite a while, but I've decided that today it is $297. And this is the only time that you're going to see this offered. And we literally give you a 10x guarantee on this. A guarantee in the next 30 days, I will help you close a client that's worth 10 times your investment. That's $3,000. And frankly, a lot of times it's more than that. I guarantee you'll at least get that, or I'm going to keep working with you until you do. And it couldn't get simpler than that. Whatever you decide, it's up to you. And if you want to keep going, that's entirely up to you. But consider that you risk nothing, and you have me guiding you by the hand. To me, that's worth it. So go ahead, start this next chapter with us, and this could be the first day of your financial freedom that you've been dreaming up. So what's all included? We have the private challenge Facebook group. You have weekly Zoom calls. This actually says 3, but you get weekly Zoom calls with us. I host those Zoom calls on Mondays with a Q&A opportunity and training. There's a comprehensive downloadable workbook, 30-day content prompts with the 7 magic post framework and audio training. The 30-day content prompts are literally copy and paste content prompts that you get. So copy, paste, you can edit those, make them for your niche. So they're ad lib style where you fill in the blank. So whatever your niche is. We also have a habit tracker, the Excel spreadsheet habit tracker system. So you know exactly what to do every single day, not just to post, but also to grow your audience and create a highly engaged audience, that mafia system that we just talked about. You're also going to get all of our previously recorded trainings and the core curriculum. And then you're going to get the bonus 5-step to magnetize your content and a downloadable PDF workbook. So all that for $297. We also are doing cash prizes this round. First place is $1,000. Second place is $500. Third place is $250. So how does those prizes work? Basically, this is based on in the 30-day Moneymaker Bootcamp. This is based on being consistent. So showing up every single day, doing your prompts every single day, following your habit tracker every single day. And making sure that you do the work. So literally you're going to get paid, right? We want to make sure that you're doing everything you need to do. Does anyone have any questions about any of this? And then Allie, can you drop the link? The program is 30 days. Adam, typically I would say anywhere from 25 minutes to typically like an hour, depending on how much time you have. If you can take like an hour, maybe on a Sunday to get all your content ready, and then it's a matter of like copy paste your content every single day, and then doing the engagement activities and growing your audience activities on a daily basis. Allie, can you also make sure, yeah, we can help you with picking a niche. Also included in the program, you do get a one-on-one call. You get an implementation call when you first sign up, as well. And for those of you who are in a position where you're like, oh, I don't have a niche. Honestly, my niche picked me. I didn't pick my niche. So it's a matter of starting to show up and take action versus not doing anything, right? Yeah. Just keep moving and taking action. Any other questions? I'm gonna paste this again. Let's see. So this round officially starts on the 9th of January. Let's see. Yes. It is good for someone who's just starting their business. I would absolutely recommend it for someone who is getting started. It's just the easiest way to get yourself marketed. And it's the lowest cost program to learn marketing organically. There's a lot of like 5, 10, 20K programs out there, and you can learn marketing that way. But for $297, it's like such a low risk investment that I would highly recommend it. Yeah. Yep. And Caroline, it's love that. It's for now, not forever. Okay, so it starts on the 9th, and then we would be finishing up this round specifically. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would be finishing up this round on the 6th of February. Thank you. Yes. Allie had a question. What if I've already done boot camp and I want new content? Then I would recommend doing the Boot Camp Plus subscription. So if you've already done boot camp and you want new content and you want to join our Boot Camp Plus subscription, that absolutely would be a good recommendation for you. So, and we can talk about, does that apply to anybody? Is anyone already done boot camp and they want to have consistent content and they want, because we do have a boot camp plus. Basically, that's like, yeah, Adam, you're in the right place. Awesome. Brendan signed up. Okay, Dewan says, I'm not an accountant or CFO, but I do work B2B as a consultant. Is this a good program? Yes, Dewan, I would recommend signing up. Check it out. We've had a lot of other people sign up, like parenting coaches. You can check it out. Check out the content. And if for some reason, if it's not a good fit, just message us. But I used to do this program not just for accountants. I used to sell it. It was a general business program. And we niche down to accountants in the program, just niched with us, but you could check it out. Yeah, who's winning 1K? Yes, good stuff today. Did everybody learn some good stuff? I'm gonna drop this link again. Sherry, have you already done boot camp? So in order to get boot camp plus, you have to have at least done, in order to do boot camp plus, the subscription, you have to have been part of boot camp at least one round. So you have to get in order to get access. So it's basically like you can join the subscription model once you get in there. I just dropped the link, Candace, for boot camp. I'll drop it again for you. It's right there. There you go. No problem. Yep. And if anyone has any questions, let me know. And the great thing is, those of you who are joining today, who are getting in today, what is going to happen is you guys have the time right now to consume the content, get yourself ready, and consume the core curriculum, get yourself ready. Monday is our kickoff call. It's at 11:30 Eastern Standard on Monday. You guys will be ready, right? You can consume all the content, you can get ready, and then we kick off on Monday. Most people, not you guys, but most people, they won't take action until like Sunday, Monday. We have all of our stats say that most people take action Saturday, Sunday night. That's when most of our people buy, right? Most people buy Saturday, Sunday. So you guys that buy right now, you're going to have the ability to prep and be ready, right? You can get your content ready. So all you need to do is, like, you're going to just be able to go, because you're going to be able to get through all 3 modules, get through all the content, and just be able to go. Where everyone else that's starting Saturday, Sunday, because they are going to wait till the last minute to buy, right? Because they're getting all the same stuff, all the same marketing emails that you're getting right now, right? They're going to be behind though. And so you have a better chance of winning because you're joining right now. You're going to be prepped. You're going to be ready to go, right? It's just like joining a fitness challenge. You're going to be able to do your food prepping. You're going to be like, okay, I'm good. You're going to have a schedule. You're going to be able to go through everything. Yeah, Sharita, based on like where you were, you can definitely go through the content. And so if your boot camp is a lifetime, like once you're in, right? Boot camp is lifetime. So once you're in the boot camp group, you're in there, right? And so if you didn't use the content, you can pick up where you left off. We want you to get a client. Like that's the goal, right? We want you to get a client. That is our ultimate goal. So if you didn't get a client, if you didn't get the result that you wanted, you should redo it. Yes. Yeah, Brenda, the content is lifetime access. We don't take anything away. Any other questions? You guys have been awesome today. Let's go see. All right, guys, I gotta go pick up my kids, so I do have to let you go. Let me know, let our team know if you guys, what's the link to Boot Camp Plus? I don't know if my team's willing to drop that. Ty, we can send that to you over private, because that's not something we give out to the public. Yeah, Tiffany, can you send that over to Ty? Because that's a private. That's top secret stuff. The Boot Camp Plus is exclusive. Yeah, but we'll get that. We'll get that over to you. If anyone else who, yeah, that's part of the mafia. You got to be in the mafia to get Boot Camp Plus. So anyone else who needs Boot Camp Plus, we'll also be talking about that. You want the mafia acronym again? Okay, I'll get that out. We're going to be talking about it. They're going to make you an offer you can't refuse. We are like the mafia. I love it. We're going to be talking about Boot Camp Plus more this month and in or you'll sleep with the fishes. Yes. I have so much. Can I tell you guys right before I leave, I'm going to tell you guys about the mafia. So basically what happened is I'm in some really, really good marketing groups, like with some really, really high level marketing people, like people that write, like that used to write for George Foreman Grill. Like I'm talking high level, like some famous marketers, right? And I was like, I don't have a good way to describe our marketing system. And I was calling it like this covert client acquisition strategy, right? And they're like, that's so boring. And I was like, I know it's boring, right? And then one day, and like, I am a Bills fan. You guys know I'm a Bills fan. And one day I was flying, and it was right before a big game that we had a big Bills game coming up, and I was behind this. I was driving somewhere. Anyways, to get to the point, the Bills Mafia came up for me, and I was like, the mafia. We're like the mafia. I was like, that's what my marketing system is. It's like the mafia. Like people are in our space because it's covert. Like they're like, how did we get here? How did we fall in love with you? You're everything we ever wanted to be a part of, but we didn't even know it existed. And we didn't even know we needed it until we needed it. And that's what we hear all the time. It's like, we wish we would have found you first. We wish we would have found you sooner. And we've been here the whole time, but it's like we have this like covert operation that's happening, and we market to people without people feel like they're being marketed and sold to. We just focus on building relationships, right? And so that's how the mafia became born. And then so I created it as an acronym, and I did it all on a plane, and it was in December. And then I just was like, this is what's happening. And so I have a lot of plans for using Mafia as like our marketing, the way we describe our marketing strategy, because I think it just fits so well with like the Moneymaker brand and everything that we do. So I'm excited about it. So you guys are going to be hearing more about the Mafia, because it's just totally part of my vibe. It totally fits my vibe. It totally fits my energy. I actually started crying yesterday when I came up with this really good idea that I have. And you guys, I can't tell you about it, but I have this great idea and I can't tell you about it yet, but it's so good. I started crying. I was like, yes. So it just fits us so well. It fits my energy and I'm super pumped for it. So yeah, you guys are going to hear about Mafia all year until it no longer fits my brand. But right now, the Money Mafia is coming for you, or you'll swim with the fishes. So, all right. I love you guys. I gotta go get my kids. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. There might be a new cup. Bye.